Question 8. A machine has a buzzer that sounds every 50 minutes. It also has a bell that sounds every 80 minutes, and we're told that at 10 a.m. both buzzer and bell sound together. The question is asking us, find the time at which they next sound together. So this is an applied LCM problem, lowest common multiple. So we're looking to see which number 50 and 80 both go into, because the number that they both go into is going to tell us when they next sound together. Now, for a lot of these applied LCM questions, there are technically 3 ways of doing it, but you might find that this is the easiest method. Typically, your numbers, if you start adding up or if you start looking at the times table of each of them, you won't have to go that far until you find the number you're looking for. So by going up the 50 times table and the 80 times table, you get 400 will be the first number that appears in both of their lists. So this LCM is going to equal 400. Alternatively, what you do is you take each of these numbers first of all and break them down into prime factors, after which you have 2 options. One of them involves a Venn diagram. One of them involves what wins or what loses. In this case, because it's LCM, we're going to be doing what loses, because we're looking for an answer that is bigger than both of them. So first of all, our 50 is going to be 2 times 5 squared, and our 80 is going to be 2 to the power of 4 times 5. So the what wins, in order to find the LCM, you're looking for the biggest 2 and the biggest 5, and you're going to multiply them together. So 2 to the power of 4 times a 5 squared will give us, lo and behold, 400. If we use a Venn diagram here, we're going to substitute all of the numbers in, starting off with what they have in common. They both have a 2 in common. They both have a 5 in common. So I'm going to put the 2 and the 5 in there. They don't have anything else in common. There is a 5 left in the 50, and there are 3 2s left in the 80, like so. And the LCM is basically every digit, every prime factor in the Venn diagram multiplied together. So we're going to have a 5 times a 5 times 4 2s, which will give us exactly the same sum as this here, which will give us exactly the same answer, 400. Now, that's not our final answer yet, because I've just realized I've not actually answered the question yet. 400 is the LCM, so there's no doubt about that. We've got marks locked up. 4 is the smallest number that's in both the 50 and 80 times table. However, we're forgetting the context of the question or answering it. That 400 is in minutes, and that is 400 minutes after 10 a.m. is when they're going to sound together. So that 400 minutes, if we go to 10 a.m. and we jump forward 400 minutes, that 400 minutes is the same as 6 hours and 40 minutes, which means that that 10 a.m. is going to become a 4 p.m. or a 1600, whichever you prefer. And then when we add 40 minutes, we're going to end up with 1640. So if it's in 24-hour time, you're going to write 1640. If you prefer AM, PM, you're going to have 4:40 p.m. Either way, that's the time when they both next sound together. Done.